Hello my dear students, welcome in the second video of chapter 3, that is safety and first aid. In the previous video we have discussed the safety rules in our home. Today we are going to discuss the safety rules at the school and on the playground where we used to spend most of the time. But due to this COVID-19 we are not able to go to our school and on the playground, but definitely very soon we are going to have those golden life back. Okay, so here we are going to discuss the safety rules so that whenever you will back to your school you will not have any of the trouble. Okay, so let's discuss these rules. First we are going to discuss the safety rule in the school. Why do we go to the school? We used to go to the school to read, write, play, share and to learn a lot of things and to learn a lot of moral values. Okay, so that our life will go in a easy and the smooth and very well mannered way. Okay, but if we are not following some of the rules and discipline in our school, then definitely we will have some of the accident. Okay, so here we are going to discuss how we can avoid these accidents by following these rules. First is we don't have to climb over the desk and benches. We don't have to stand even on the desk. Why? Because if we are using this we can fall over there, and you all are having desks are having the sharp corners like this. So if you are bumping with these corner, then you can get hurt and that can be dangerous. So their teachers are definitely there to help you, but you should first try first to avoid this situation. Okay, so please don't use to jump over the desk and bench and don't use to stand. These desks and benches are provided to you so that you can study in a well manner. Okay, so don't misuse these of the properties. Next, you are having a small space between the two rows where you used to keep your bags and the bottles. But if you are using those space to play or to run over there, then you can trip over the bags and you can fall. Okay, and you can have some of the minor injuries. So what you have to do, you don't have to play or you don't have to run over those places. Okay, if you want to play, playground is there where you used to go in the play period. Okay, don't use to run in these classrooms. Next, if you are going to play in the playground, what happens sometimes the naughty student used to fight with each other, no? So what happens sometimes, you can hurt your friend by mistake. Okay, you can hit harder. Okay, sorry, you can hit harder to your friend by mistake. You don't want to hurt anyone, but what happens if you are hitting or you are touching anyone by mistake, you hit them harder and it can convert into the bad injuries. So what you have to do, you don't have to touch anyone, you don't have to push anyone, you don't have to pull anyone, because in these cases you can have some of the injuries. Okay, you can have minor accident and it is not at all good for you also and for your parents also. But suppose if some of the naughty students still fighting, then what you have to do? You have to involve in that fight? No, you don't have to involve in that. Instead of that, please go to your teacher and inform your teacher that some mishappening is going on in your classroom between the students. Okay, if two students are fighting and you are involving in between, then you can also get hurt. So it is better to go and inform your teacher. Okay, teacher will solve that, and maybe if some injuries had happened, then teacher will cure that. Okay, so please inform your teacher if these type of mishappening is there. Next, the most important thing I want to discuss is don't carry any of the sharp object, okay, in your bag. Some of the student carry knife and blade in your bags, and it can cut your finger and it can be bleeding. Okay, so please avoid these type of thing. Whenever you have to sharpen your pencil, use the sharpener. Okay, you don't have to use blade or any sharp object like knife, otherwise what will happen, you can cut your finger. So please avoid carrying these type of sharp object, and don't use to throw any of the pointed object to your friend. Sometimes we have observed that some of the student is throwing their pencil. Okay, if anyone is asking for the pencil, they are throwing like that. If we are throwing, my dear, these are pointed and it can go into your eyes and it can go into your ears also, and it can damage your body part. So please avoid doing these activities in your classroom so that you can avoid these type of accident. Next, we are going to discuss some of the safety rule in the playground. Most of the time we spend in our playground, and it is the very fun having time, isn't it? When I was the kid, I also used to like spend timing in the playground, but there we have to more careful so that we can avoid our accident. Different type of swing and the playing equipment is there: seesaw, swing, jungle gym, and a lot of type of slider is also present. So what we have to do if we are going into the playground? Suppose we are going into the playground, and whatever we want to enjoy, there already some students or some kid are there. Then what we have to do? We have to push them? Not at all. That is not a good manner. Okay, we have to wait, and we can request to those students to give the chance to play to you also. Okay, so let them give some time so that they can also enjoy, and after some time they can give give to you the chance to enjoy that ride. But suppose some students or some children are not giving the chance to ride that, then what you will do? What you have to do, you have to go to the guard and you have to inform he is being on the swing or the slider from many times and I am not getting chance to ride on. Okay, then he will definitely help you. Okay, but don't try to push anyone. Okay, it can be very dangerous. Understood? Suppose if you are near to the swing and someone is swinging, okay, that time how the swing is moving, okay, in the back and forth, that time you don't have to stand in front or in the back of the swing. Otherwise what will happen? It can hit you and you can have the injury. So if you are standing near the swing, you have to maintain the distance. You have to stand by side and you have to wait for your chance. You have to follow all the rules of your play game. Okay, every game is having every game is having some rule. Okay, and that rule you have to follow. And what the rule is saying? The rule is saying don't push anyone and you have to wait for your chance. Okay, and for the swing you have to stand side by, not in front and back, otherwise you will get injured. Suppose if you are using this jungle gym, okay, jungle gym is the arrangement of the rod horizontally and vertically. Okay, and it is used to climb by the children, okay, to have fun. But if you are using this, you have to be present in you have to use these things in the presence of the parents only. Okay, because these can be little dangerous. Okay, and you can have a great injuries. So if you are using this, please be sure some elder person is there or your parents is there. And if you are using this jungle gym, that time you have to maintain the gap of the children. Okay, so that if one is falling, then you will also not fall, or you will not lean on the other children. Please maintain the gap so that you can enjoy these things very carefully. Suppose sometime you are going to the playground and no one is there. Okay, and your parents are engaged in some of the activities. Maybe he is engaged in talking or he is engaged in talking with the other parents. So that time what you have to do? You have to go alone to enjoy this ride? Not at all. If you are seeing no one is there, you have to wait for your parents, and in the presence of your parents only you have to enjoy these type of ride. Because if suppose in the worst case if you are having any injuries, then someone must be there who can give you the immediate treatment. Okay, otherwise if you are using these type of rides alone and in the worst situation you are having the injuries, no one will be there to take you to the hospital or to give you the immediate help. So please don't use any of the ride or any of the equipment in the playground in the absence of the elder or your parents. Okay, everyone is having right to enjoy, but enjoy in a right way, enjoy in a safety way. Follow all the rules, follow all the safety measures, and enjoy the ride and enjoy your learning in the school also. Thank you so much for watching this video.